Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, the Wild Reach, and we are still kind of cleaning up from that pit gate from yesterday. Have a lot of construction to do, have some roads, and I guess we don't need to rebuild that stuff. Hold on. Cancel that. I guess it was filth and the rain is just like washing it away, so that's great. Oh, there's some Goldilocks that have wandered into the area. Let's grab those to tame them. The reason that we've come back so soon is we have a quest. Mysterious cargo. This has to be like either the cube or a revenant spine or the creepy undead body. Let's go ahead and accept it and we will see what we end up with. Jump to location. Why did you drop it all the way out here? It is a revenant spine. Bella, you're very fast. Go ahead and choose a destination. We are gonna choose one of the smaller rooms if we can. We cannot. These have more containment strength. So what do we want to do? We want to move this guy. Transfer you to here. Why don't you go ahead and transfer the Sight Stealer? And then there. And then we'll move the Revenant Spine over, hopefully. Let's get you there. And then we'll get you here. And Rin, you're a builder. Why don't you go ahead and prioritize working on these inhibiting essences? These will incense. I was like, why does essence not make sense? It's incense. That will increase the containment strength. And then I just want to make sure we're still extracting bioferrite. Bella, do you have the spine in hand? You do. Okay, balloons arrived. Jump to location. That's our reward. Quest is complete. And I need to find Bella again. I just want to redirect her back to one of those other rooms. So let's have you drop the spine. Have you capture it. Capture, choose, and we will choose this spot. Okay. And then we will follow you down just to make sure things go as hoped. And I assume once the Revenant is captured, it'll reform and then we'll get credit for it in our little anomaly log. Okay, Revenant reformed. I don't like having it. We have Devourers. Study. 8 more entities. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's like 4 that we don't need. Can we kill this guy? Can we just kill him right away? Who's gonna kill him? Probably like one of our wardens, right? Draft, someone is coming down. Who is it? Who is it? Attempting to recruit. Not you. Falling ingots. Harvesting brambles. Someone is still on their way. It's just, they could be on their way from anywhere. We'll get a notification that it's dead. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to form a caravan and I'm going to drop the Revenant Spine off into the world. just like that. There's nothing that we can do with it. We can't like turn it into a bionic or anything for us. So I have no reason to keep it around. We don't have crazy amounts of anomaly research to do, so we don't need to scrape for more. I think we are fine just as is. Oh, is it Celine? No, it's Una. Una. Okay. Goldilocks revenge. Oh, that's not good. That's not good timing for that. Rangers, let's get back. Get back. Let's help each other out. Okay. Oh no, the dire boar died. Oh, social. Like who were you? I think you were Ren, right? We did get the dare. It took multiple attempts, but Fino got it. So that's great. We'll need to find a new animal for Ren. I think Roz, Gray, and Yuna still need animals, so we'll get that taken care of as well. And speaking of Gray, he is usually the one who ends up doing these caravan runs to like dump things out because he's just like right there. Items, spine, revenant spine, send, items, goodbye, and then go ahead and head back home. We are done with that. Provoke the void. We can do that again in 1.3 days. Oh, and we can build shard beacons already? Did we, like, void sculptures? Craft? No, we can't. Well. Thinks we can. It thinks we can. I think it's 6 of them that we can place here. So I might scooch this room over a little bit. Or 4 is fine. It's like not super critical, so we'll figure it out. The Hexblade residence has almost been completely restored, and I guess I brought you guys back just in time for the map to be rendered. We have put in some inhibiting essence. We can do up to 4 per. 4 of them will connect to a platform. Do we have, what are we missing? We're missing Psychoid and Smoke Leaf. Let's go ahead and let's set up our Void Provocation. So you, Darcy, you're towards the bottom usually, right? Yep. Let's go ahead and go there. And then Auric, our other druid, and just any mage. Meryl, you will do. We'll hit that. And then let's find a place to do some psychoid zone, grow zone. Actually, there's a grow zone here. Let's shrink it. And then we'll expand. And we'll just grow some psychoid right there. Psychoid, we also ran out of cloth, so we switched over to some cloth. We have our first harvest of sugarcane in, so that's great. We needed a millstone to turn it into sugar. And it looks like we have made some sugar because this guy just made some apple pies. We'll be making some pumpkin pies when we get milk. We just have one. What are you? You're a male. We just have one female right now, so we're not making too much milk. Pregnant, so maybe we'll get another one. Went ahead and put in a watermill, process flour. We have like 2 mills doing flour. We could be processing some wood over there as well. I just know that I would like not pay attention and then we'd have a crazy amount of lumber. So I'm not going to do that. I think for this guy, we're just waiting on some wood planks and bioferrite, and that's probably all we're going to do for the void shard beacons. I think that's fine. Our psychic sensitivity on this guy is 190%, so I think we're doing all right on the rituals. Okay, ritual almost complete. You might notice that I still have these farmers still here. We're so close to recruiting these guys that I'm just going to wait. We'll send all 6 of them out together and we'll create a new site. Void provocation complete. We will see what Randy and the Void God decide to throw at us, I guess. Okay, this one's not too bad. Death Pal. A death gray cloud descends on the area, so it's going to reanimate any corpses that are left out. We have been feeding corpses to the rotwood. Doesn't look like there are currently any corpses out here. That being said, well, there's a little dead hair. New research available. Research-wise for anomaly stuff, void sculptures, and provoke pit gate is what we're working on. We have had predators on the map, so there are going to be some random dead animals. I'm not really going to do anything about that. Oh, no. Let's haul those guys in, because we can butcher them. And we'll just kind of, like, respond to it as is. So we'll, like, send our melee folks on search and destroy. We'll send the rangers on search and destroy. We'll just see who's up and around. We don't have a giant stockpile of corpses, so pretty much a non-event for us. This is a basic event, so it doesn't help with our progression. We do have one more undiscovered basic event, and then hopefully we'll start just kind of like getting these whenever we do our void provocation in the future. Well, earlier in the evening, I had Isha and Bella assigned to just searching and destroying. Now it's Rolly and Clay, and they're just going out and kind of thinning out mostly elk, some muffalo, a couple rabbits. But we'll do this until they start to get moody about it, and then I'll roll into Alex and Magnus. But for the most part, it's just been pretty chill. Well, Adamar has become an adult. Let's take a look. Lost his child clothes. I think it was such a good decision to have us adopt Callum by Marn, because they kind of looked alike. Adamar is part tiefling, though. He's not a furbolg, like, but they both have, like, the same color hair. Marn has slightly different ears, but they both have, like, big pointed ears. And it feels like it fits so well. So we're going to assign him the, like, druid outfit. So let's go ahead and load a preset. We have a druid outfit? No, it's just a mage outfit. Marn has his own, like, custom outfit. I guess we could save this as druid. Save, and then go ahead and load. And let's make some changes. We'll get rid of that cape, but we will do, like, a coastal cape. That one or that one? I think that one is fine. Actually, let's go here. Let's get rid of that. Do we do something maybe like this? That's weird layering. And then let's go ahead and set IDO apply. Favorite color apply. I think that's good. Okay. So welcome officially to adulthood. You've been being drafted with the adults, and you've been doing all that other stuff. I guess we'll take a look at your magic, and we will increase that. Let's go ahead and double that. Lazy, restful, chronically ill. None of these are great. Mental break, pain shock. Nudist, fragile, restful. Oh, restful's okay. And then mining, intellectual, sure. Work-wise, let's copy Marn. And we'll just paste that right on you. You're not great at doctoring, so we'll turn surgeon off, but we will have that a top priority for you because that is a thing that we want you to become proficient at. Everything else is fine. Schedule-wise, we'll go ahead and copy Marn's schedule so that you can start meditating and whatnot. We do have charges. We could do 2. I don't think we'll do any right now. I spent some time getting Darcy all the way up so that we would have reunion far skip on him. Other than that, the death pall has lasted for a day and a half, and we currently have 4 people on shift hunting folks down. I think we'll take you guys off shift and then we'll roll you guys on. And that's pretty much all they've been doing. It's just like running around the map, killing animals that have come back to life. Their corpses are still here, so obviously, you know, we could do form caravan. Items dead. No, there are a lot more dead corpses on the map, so I feel like we're not grabbing them all. Dead. Yeah, there's tons of dead stuff on the map. Because it's forbidden? Do I need to like go and unforbid all of it? I don't think that would be the case. I think it's just because they're like not in a stockpile. So if we form caravan, item dead, corpse, no. Yeah, I think it's because they're not in a stockpile. So if they were in a stockpile, we could just like grab them all up and dump them off the map, but I'm not going to deal with that. Death pall shouldn't last too much longer. Death pall is clearing. I'm going to go ahead and release you guys. They were pretty upset. We'll assure these guys' safety. Let's just have maybe some of our rangers like go do some cleanup. We are loading one of our transport airships. We're going to try and sell a bunch of stuff. We're running low on iron and steel, I think, as well as cloth. So we have plenty of iron to mine up over here, so I'm less concerned about that. I just want to get like a good stack of cloth, as I have been doing a lot of spell crafting. So most all of our melee folk have like gear repair, sprint, inner healing, and that's stuff that they can have on all the time as a buff. It just reduces how much stamina that they can have. You have gear repair, you have sprint. We have inner healing turned on you. We do not. So inner healing, activate. Let's go ahead and activate inner healing. And so she'll just like passively be healing a lot. Well, not a lot, but she'll be healing more. So I want to get that all wrapped up on these guys. I have sprint on these guys. I would like to get gear repair and inner healing for all of our rangers as well. That way our standing army is just like always ready to go. And you guys aren't doing anything, so there are no more dead animals to clean up. We are all set on that. I think we're still like 2 days away or so before we can do our next one. Pull down 2.8 days before we can do our next void provocation. Oh, and a little update. We have a scarab queen up here standing guard. We have 2 of these colossus now. We're working on another scarab queen, and then I would like to see lance ranged. Let's do maybe 4 of those. We'll see who can get those done. We have kind of redone this space. It's still like it's very tight over here. So I might spread some of these buildings out a little bit more once they're like cleared up a bit. But yeah, the Cog Spire is now just construct focus. We finally got all of this moved out. Okay, we just recruited our last little farmer, and I'm not too worried about him having the right clothes or the right equipment. We're just going to go ahead and send them out. So let's form caravan, people, farmer, all of you guys. Change route. We will stick you guys right there, and we'll hit send. Be there in like half a day, and we'll set up our last farm. I think that's pretty good on the stagger. So we get corn in 11 days. We get sweet potatoes in a quadrum in 4 days, and then we'll get whatever we get from here in 2 quadrums. So a few times a year we will be getting a lot of food supplies, which we haven't been low on food. Like, we have vegetables and fruit in our major cookhouses. This one's a little light on vegetarian stuff. We have been growing some local crops. We are growing cauliflower, we're growing some cabbage, we got peas and rice, blueberries. We are growing those apples for the apple pies. We got an orchard down here and another little one up there. So we are producing some local food. We are hunting occasionally, but we're not really needing to. So this is feeling a little bit more like a tiny kingdom rather than just the Wild Reach. I think, 7 years in, we've kind of successfully claimed this area of land, and turned it into something a lot more than it was before. So that is pretty cool. We are still a day or so, one and a half days out before we can do our next void provocation. We've gotten animals for everyone except, I think, Gray? No, Roz. Roz, I had him try to animal bond with a mega sloth and it did not go well. So that's why he's a little bit injured. We just don't have very many interesting animals on the map right now. The unhold, I tried a few more times. It's always 0%, so I'm just not going to worry about that. Rin, we got... What did we get? We got a forest troll for him, and Yuna, I believe, ended up with a dire boar. So, been a little while since we've watched this ceremony. We have our altar now closer to our pews. Marn is presiding. Folks are hanging out more in the pews. This is a social festival, though. They're getting up and they are moving around. Meanwhile, all our constructs are just like doing their thing. Looks like Celine was getting some mentoring outside and she's coming to join the festivities. And let's see what we get when it comes to rewards. Unforgettable. Okay, so +8 mood for 6 days. That is wonderful. Definitely helps having a really nice ideology room. The Sanctum is considered extremely impressive. Caravan has arrived. Ooh, I did not want to settle. Oh no. Well, we're going to have to abandon that, and we're going to have to go pick another spot for an outpost. Well, I brought up the right menu this time, so that's better. Create our farming outpost. Let's choose a plant. We're getting corn. We're getting sweet potatoes. Why don't we do something a little bit more exciting? Agave fruit, peppers, blueberries. We're growing lettuce. I know I said exciting, but like Brussels sprouts, we're not getting those from anywhere. We'll get 1771, 1386, and 1479. Like, pretty good balance there. So I think we are all right. Nice. Okay, Braz is our only one without an animal friend. Will it work? It does. Perfect. Okay. Animals, Roz, your animal will follow you. Owlbear area, you guys are free to go. Construction-wise, we do have some new construction going on. We are building a portal out of marble over here in Westgate, and then we're also building one right here in the keep. I have never actually used these. I think the intention is you build one in one colony and you build one in another colony, and then colonists can travel through them, and there is like an area that items can be loaded so that you can move stuff between the two places. I don't think it's necessarily meant for local map travel, but I've never built one. I want to build them. We have Aaron, you're the arcane mage, right? So gateway holds reality to another controlled moose pawns, a 7-cell target around the caster. So she can do a gateway thing. Let's have you do your gateway thing. Let's see what that does. So gateway. Oh. So this is like you could just skip somewhere, right? Can you just skip there? Gateway can only be used on map tiles occupied by colonists. So if we select that, does it just break my game? Maybe it just breaks my game. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. But so she can cast like a spell around her, but I think those portals, I think the mages just like go and dump mana into them and then you can activate them. And I want to see if we can have like a quick travel from one part of our base to another part of our base. So we'll see how that goes. After that, the only other big construction project that we have left is there is that kind of like small little fortification over by Westgate. So I think we'll get around to finally building that. But I'll let my game do what it's going to do, and I'll probably end up having to restart it, and I'll bring you guys back for our next Void ritual. Well, we are doing our next Void provocation. Adamar, as an adult, now is joining in. So we have Ivor, Adamar, Auric, and Marn, our empath priest, and 3 druids. We have a spell book for another class that we haven't given to anyone yet. We do have the Arcane Tome for Shaman, and we have their hero spell or whatever. I don't know who we would make a shaman here, though. We've kind of just been like randomly picking up mages and then like filling things in like with our bard / entertainer. Oh, let's go ahead and bump this up a bit. And then the ritual takes like 2 hours. They're almost done with it. I know stuff doesn't happen like right away, but like watch this complete and then we will see what Randy and the Void decide to throw at us. I have put some guard spots down, and this is where I think those lancers that we're working on, they'll just like hang out here and be our first line of defense against any breaches. Mira is pregnant. Jump to location. Mira and Tanith. Okay. You don't have a home built for children. You have a home built for making beer. Ryan and Rhoda, you have a grown child, right? Yeah, Lexi's 18. So we could move Ryan and Rhoda in there, give these guys a family home. And then we just need a home for Lexi. Lexi, you're just like a regular villager. I don't know if we have any open beds for just like an individual villager. I don't mind putting our army folks like in a barracks, but I think for regular villagers, we should give them like a proper home. So I have to think about what I want to do here. We could build just like a little tiny house for her, like right there. I think that'll work. And we have time, like it's going to be a little while before Mira gives birth. So maybe we'll stick a little home there. We could do another little tiny home here. There's like plenty of space for us to think about this. Okay, there it is. We have a ghoul attacking. Is it just a single ghoul? That's not what I wanted. Just a single ghoul, a little piggy ghoul. Shambler ghoul. Of course that was ghoul. For whatever reason, I was seeing this and thinking ghoul, not reading it. That makes sense. You guys just head up there. Tanith's Bitter Greens. I moved Bella and Cal in because all of their children actually have like moved out of the home. So I'm gonna set these beds for slaves just so no one randomly takes them. Then when Mira and Tanith's child is old enough, we will assign them a bed. This is now the Vannon residence generation 2, right next to the original Vannon residence. So that's where we're at. Let's grab you guys. I want to see what routes you're taking. But I think they should be able to handle a ghoul just like no problem. Like whoever gets there first, like gets the glory basically. New research available, and we're all done with like tier 1 stuff. Bella, of course, Bella has sprint maxed out. Someone else is also a warrior. Is it not a warrior, but whatever this class is, bio gladiator. He has sprint also maxed out. He is not far behind, but Bella just must have been in the right place at the right time. She's gonna get there first. Okay, Ghoul has turned around. Oh, he's just like, just smash. Go ahead and do that. You guys can go. Of course, it's a tier 1 threat, right? So dead for less than a day. It's fresh. We'll feed it to the rotwood. Left shoulder destroyed. Oh, okay. So she brought her hammer down on his left shoulder, took his shoulder off, and crushed his heart. Like, just obliterated it. That is pretty wild. Bella just like constantly the MVP of the series, which just like cracks me up because the series has gone not as I expected it to go. I'm not like a big fan of just like gnomes in general and fantasy. But I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not a fan of them. I wouldn't ever pick them to like bring into a colony or have as main characters. But I figured I'll have these like little gnome siblings be a couple of our main characters. Bella proven her point. Brix sidelined for like 7 years without any like magical abilities. He was our first artificer. We have 3 of them now. And it took him like 5 or 6 years to get into a relationship, right? Are you guys even married? No, but they did have a son. So I thought the series would be more centered around Brix being our artificer, but I feel like it's been like Bella and Clay and our druids, specifically our druids, have kind of like, and you know, without my control, without my consent, Rolly also just like huge main character energy, being the father of 10% of the colony. I think that's going to be it for today, though, and I guess this week. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye!